Damn, dude, this guy's tiny. He must be a dwarf. Sorry, I'm not interested in being friends with midgets. Midgets piss me off.
The comments under this video have been distasteful, disgusting, and outright disrespectful.
Okay, so Blair, can you explain the kind of context for that video? What's going on there?
Yeah, I mean, just like for context, I just saw this and thought it was funny. Okay, that's all it is. So basically, she's saying, I don't want a shrimp dick or whatever, and she's entitled to that. And then the guy,
she's also playing this Cartman thing, which is
right.
talking about midgets.
Exactly, yeah. And then the dude's like, "Oh, what I don't want 8-cup titties," and then she gets all bent out of shape about it. And I find that inconsistency very interesting and funny.
Why is it an inconsistency for you?
Well, it's the same thing. It's body shaming on both ends of the spectrum. So you could say, "Oh, well, I don't want a little dick," but then if a man doesn't want to date an overweight woman or whatever preference he has, then it's all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, and the funny thing is at the end, she's all upset about the people in her comments.
Right. When it's like, you kind of like invited that criticism,
So
I thought that'd be an interesting topic or an interesting thing to react to.
So, I mean, there's
here.
two things there. There's the sound, which is Cartman talking about short men, essentially. And then there's also the peen size. So we can go into both of those real quick. Let's talk a bit about height. So for you, do you have a height preference? Do you have like minimum height for a guy?
Minimum 6 feet.
None of this will offend me, by the way.
How tall are you, Blair, by the way?
I am a whopping 5'5".
Woo!
Okay.
Manlet gang represent.
Manlets in the chat.
Short
up.
kings.
We love our short kings.
I'm 6 feet, but I'm part of the solidarity movement. So with short men. Okay. Honestly, and I'll tell you why. If I see a girl on a dating app and she says anything about height, I don't care how fucking babe status she is. Boom. Not left swipe, whatever. Anyways, minimum height for you.
Me?
Yeah. Microphone.
There really isn't one. I'm pretty short. I'm like 5'4". But like, I've been with a guy who's like 5'5", and I couldn't wear my platform slippers around him. But
why not though? Just to play devil's advocate.
It's like a little weird to be taller than the guy.
Why is that weird though?
I don't want to go like that when I'm kissing him. Like I want to go like that, But I don't mind the same height. Also, I like short guys. I think short guys are funnier. I think they're nicer.
And you're 5'4".
Yeah. So
that's pretty short.
Yeah. Like, I'll take anything as long as it's taller than me.
She'll take anything.
And they have a really good personality and they treat me right.
Okay.
But and like yeah, I've like kissed someone who's like 6'7", and that's like kind of uncomfortable.
Go ahead.
I personally don't have a height preference. Like I have like been with guys that are like shorter than I am, and I'm only 5'6", 5'7" ish.
You're 5'6".
5'6". Yeah, I'm like 5'6", and I've been with guys that are 5'5". The guy that I like right now, he's like, what would you say? Like, he's my height.
5'7".
I'd say he's 5'7".
Wow.
I personally like shorter guys because everyone over 6 foot sometimes they can have an ego, but like I think short kings are my favorite, and I think they deserve the world. So I always give them a greater chance.
For me, I'm 5'8", and I will take anything like taller than me.
How tall is your boyfriend? Do they centimeters? What do they use in China?
I think like
centimeters?
I think he's like 5'11" or 6 feet.
So about his height, right?
Yeah.
I'm 6 feet. Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to be able to look up to them. You don't have to be that tall for me to have.
How tall are you?
5'2".
Oh, okay.
So
We're like 4'11".
yeah.
Sorry.
All right.
Okay, I'm not 4'11".
I always joke with her.
Lily likes to call me a gremlin. It's bullying.
I always
too, so.
I always tell her I could step on her when we get in fights, that I could just like put my foot up and I just like step right on her because how short she is compared to me. But it's like a couple inches. That's it.
Yeah, she
Okay.
found out I was 4 inches taller than an Oompa Loompa and won't let me forget it. So.
It's just so funny.
Can we get some pigs in the chat, boys?
Oh, not that pigs again.
So, next question. Would you date a guy who lives with his parents?
Yeah.
especially at my age. I'm only 19. It's too young, you know.
Let's say maybe when you're a bit older. Let's say mid-20s.
Mid-20s, no.
Okay.
No.
Nah, like he's in his childhood bedroom. You're like, like
What if he can't afford to move out? What if he's disenfranchised financially?
you know, sure. If he's a sweetheart, he loves his mom. He's just trying to spend time with his family. Hey.
Because not everyone has the luxury to just move out when they want to.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know?
Yeah. I need to just come in real quick because I didn't really answer the height question. 6 petal flower. Thank you for reminding me. Brian, tell them you want a 4'11" beef curtains queen. Yeah, honestly, so if her height doesn't start with 4, she ain't the one. No, I'm kidding.
Well, Taylor's perfect for you then because she's 4'11".
Okay, 5'2". Check my driver's license.
Yeah,
my girlfriend thinks she's 5 foot. I think she's 4'11".
Taylor at 5'2", I'm sorry, you're just too tall. You're too tall for me,
I
Taylor.
get that all the
I'm
time.
sorry. I'm sorry. No, I don't really.
It just really shocks me
I don't really care.
sometimes.
I don't really care. I do definitely prefer. I think I have a slight height preference though for shorter women, petite women, but
Okay.
I don't care. Like height's not a big deal for me, and I don't think height's a big deal for a lot of men. Like Blair, is your girlfriend? Is she taller than you?
No, she's like 5 foot.
Okay.
You know.
But you would date a woman who's taller than you, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd date a fucking Amazon girl, fucking 6'3", 6'4". Fuck yeah.
Right.
you
Yeah.
know?
I forgot to get into this with you.
like-
So, have you experienced being someone who's 5'5"? Have you experienced women who don't want to date you because of your height?
Not explicitly, because I don't think
They haven't.
I don't think they would say why. You know what I mean.
They haven't overtly said it, but do you have a suspicion that maybe that's been the case?
Totally, and that's very much an area of my life where I was very insecure, and because a lot of men think that, well, a lot of women have very strict preferences on height, generally speaking. So you kind of feel a little left out sometimes. But when I got into fitness and bodybuilding, that whole thing just changed, because what I can control is how I look and how I conduct myself. So, and insane amounts of confidence was born from that endeavor. So it's not something that I think about even when I was single.
Word. And yes, also all labia matter. Okay. So
Yeah, that too.
I mean, women can have a
I like how you just put that in there.
my DMs are open. But
Jesus.
what?
Sorry, I thought you meant that in a different